Hello ladies and gents, Romie Reviews here. Please like, comment, subscribe. This is my quick little recap of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Again, in my car, so please don't mind the air. That's the air conditioning. It's close to 100 degrees. It's ridiculous. Anyway, the episode starts off, well actually, we're not going to do this in order because I don't remember exactly in order. I'm just going to go off of impact. K. Michelle is talking to apparently her good friend Moniece. You see how things change over time? You see how people who were once frenemies, enemies, didn't really necessarily have issues with each other, now buddy, chum, whatever. When Moniece apologizes for acting a fool at K. Michelle's event, K. Michelle says, okay, that's fine, that's great, I have something to really talk about. And that's when she goes into the fact that she's gonna go and have the foreign objects, as she calls it, the silicone foreign objects removed out of her body from her butt, because she got really sick. She got really sick because, and she talks to her doctor. So she goes and meets up with her doctor, with Moniece, and apparently we knew that Moniece got a boob job, but Moniece also confided in us that she had health complications because of the boob job, so she really understands what K. Michelle's going through. Aside from that, K. Michelle talks about how she, the doctor talks about how the stuff that she got done, her body's attacking it. And we've seen that in different documentaries where it's like the women who get the butt shots, their body tries to protect them from the injection, so they break it up and create like scar tissue as a result. And so your whole lower side could be scarred up. K. Michelle is saying how before she was able to easily go and do her job, but that went from her being able to quickly go and do her job for like an hour and a half on stage, do whatever she needs to do, where now she can barely stand. Oh, at the time she could barely stand, she could barely move around. And so then she was crying because it was just, she never would have thought that doing something like that 5 years ago would have impacted her life so much. And so now, of course, she's an advocate for you supporting and loving yourself. You can go and get alterations, but you have to be careful, and you have to really think about, are you doing it because it will at least make you truly happy, or is it really because of someone else? And that's an important message. I'm glad that she's there to share that message. And then later on she talks to Moniece, because Moniece is one of the people that was actually there still supporting her after the surgery. And this is where we see, remember online, K. Michelle, it looked like she was in her hospital bed and she looked really different. She looked flushed. She looked very flushed, and she was just so upset and in so much pain because the people who she said she had their back, they didn't have hers in return. And for her to do all that stuff for them, how could they not have her back? And I said, that's life. It doesn't mean that's right, but that's life. That is life. That is life. It sucks. It's not right, but that is life. But I'm glad Moniece was there again to help her. It's a big lesson. Sometimes you can do stuff for people, and your blessing is to bless them with what they have, and that's it as far as your relationship goes. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but that's the truth. We'll get into Lyrica and A1. So Lyrica and A1, this is where they realize, okay, they took things too far, and A1, he liked the fact that even though Rockstar, who shouldn't have known all that information, which we know was provided to him by Lyrica did stand up for him. And so A1 realized, maybe my wife and I can go and give this another shot. First we need to talk, because Lyrica's been hitting up A1. A1 doesn't want to speak to her, or didn't want to speak to her. But now he realizes, again, maybe I should just go and hear her out. So then he does go. Oh, well, before that, he was at a music shoot, and I guess he did better this time. I'm thinking, A1, sir, I respect the confidence, but we also need to respect a workout routine, because you can't be going on there with them bad women, and you didn't look bad, but I'm saying just a couple more push-ups, sit-ups, lunges. Could have gotten that stomach, because the stomach was flat enough. It's just defined. That's how I feel about anyone who doesn't have a shirt on. It has to look right. It has to look right. But anyway, he was there with one of his associates. I don't think Ray J was a part of this episode. It may have been Marcus, because Marcus, oh Lord, it's Marcus. But we won't get on him yet. Marcus was talking to A1, and that's when A1 says maybe he needs to go and hear out Lyrica. So then A1 does talk to Lyrica, and Lyrica apologizes. She says, I did not sleep with Safari, but I am sorry how I reacted, and that's all A1 needed. She was like, the fact that you went off on me made me question your loyalty and if you were really doing this messed up stuff behind my back. But the fact that you calmly said, no, that's ridiculous, and why would you listen to someone who doesn't even like me? Now I can process that. Now I know a lot of people didn't believe her, but look, all that matters is A1 believes her. Especially since this is when she confirms that, guess who is going to have a baby? As far as social media is concerned, it's Lyrica. Not Lyrica and A1, just Lyrica. I said, y'all are messy. Y'all are messy. Y'all really want a paternity test, don't you? Because we know this show. We know it's going to happen at some point. But now is the issue of they did such a great job of getting their families to go and pick a side that they're going to have to now do damage control. They're going to have to now figure out how they can bring the families together. So they do what they think is best. Invite them out to eat. I said, okay, a plus, but lied to them about, the other side not coming. Oh, God. Really? Really? So we start off with A1's family. His brother, his sister-in-law, and his mom are there. And we're not going to talk about the mom's fashions because that's his mother. I respect her, and I like her. I believe her name is Pam. I like Pam. So we don't need to back off of Pam. Let Pam be free, wear whatever she wants to wear. And they were talking for 2.5 seconds, but once Lyrica was there, they were over it because they thought, wait, didn't you say you were going to get a divorce? And then, of course, Lyrica's laughing like, haha, joke's on you, motherfuckers. But I need them to understand that A1 is married. I understand you don't like Lyrica because you feel like he changed, and I'm sure he did change being with her. It doesn't necessarily mean that all of it was for the worse. Some could have been for the better. But I think that he just needs to go, and both of them equally need to go and set up new parameters with their families, not go and just expose each other to their families each and every time that they feel a certain way. Because when you do that, then of course the family members are going to be hurt. They're going to want to take sides. It's not cool. It's not cool. It's draining. I don't have time for that. So now we get into this huge conundrum because Lyrica's mother comes, and that's when everyone's like, oh, what is she doing here? And then the sister-in-law is being rude to Lyrica, and then the mother steps in, and the sister's like, oh, this isn't about you. Why you? I said, oh. Lyrica Sr.? You don't know Lyrica Sr. You don't want no smoke with Lyrica Sr. So then now it's Lyrica. No, sister-in-law wants to go and fight Lyrica's mom. Of course, Mama Pam wants to go and defend the sister-in-law and go after Lyrica and Lyrica Sr. A1's trying to stop everyone. Lyrica, who's pregnant because she started this, she threw the drink. Because she was like, you're not going to talk to my mama that way. Threw the drink, got this whole thing riled up. Then gets a stool and is about to throw it. I'm thinking, wait a minute. I know this is a reality show and it's supposed to be a mess, but since when do we start throwing things? Since when was that the norm on this show? And throwing chairs, stools. At pregnant, this is the second time a pregnant person has been involved with a chair throw. I don't know if you guys realize that. This is the second time. It's just this time the pregnant person had the chair. So we get from that to Marcus. Marcus and Brooke, because we'll back up. Marcus and Brooke, they're So since his relationship with that woman's done, Marcus was talking to A1 saying that he really does like Brooke's type of crazy, and he thinks he's going to go and get back with her. But then Brooke and Marcus, they're both on this whole thing of taking it to the next level. They're going to go away for a trip, and Marcus thinks he's finally going to get the nookie. I'm thinking, this entire time you still haven't slept with her? What type of... I know Brooke is bad, but come on. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Brooke is really teaching the ladies how to do it, but still, this is ridiculous. So we have that, and speaking of Brooke, Bridget, and Paris were all in the hair salon gossiping. Mind you, all of their hair, okay, maybe Bridget was getting hers done, but Brooke's hair looked fine. And Paris's hair looks already done. I said, y'all really doing that damage to your hair by getting it flat ironed again and curled again when it already looked good, just so that you can go and have an excuse to go and be in the salon being messy. This show. But anyway, we have to go and talk about how Tiara and Akbar and apparently Brooke, because Brooke knows everyone. That's part of the reason why she's on the show. She knows everyone. Akbar was trying to hit her up. I can believe that. I can. Was trying to hit her up in the past and trying to do stuff with her, but she found out that he always had multiple women around, and so that's why she was just over that. She was over that, but she's okay with Mark. Maybe because she knows she can control the situation with Marcus. That's the reason why. But now Paris is going to have to go and become a super sleuth. And this is when Paris decides, she goes and finds out this other woman that Akbar is seeing. She's a workout instructor. And she's more than a workout instructor, but you know what I mean. The thing about her is she's really fit. She looks like if she wants to, she can scrap. So I wouldn't piss her off. Paris goes and says, oh yeah, I need lessons. Goes to this woman's gym, and there's this weird brand up. And so Paris asked about it. And that's when the woman said, oh, that's her dude's brand. And, oh, dude, yeah, his name is Akbar. Just giving up this information. Paris said, oh, she's making my job easy. I like sis. So now she has the information. Then this is when, and this is weird, Nikki Baby comes through, and Nikki Baby, just went straight for the kill. She didn't finesse it like Paris did. She went straight for the kill about asking, oh, so you're Akbar's? Because Paris said, oh, this is Akbar's woman. And the woman's looking like, wait, what's going on here? So that's when Nikki Baby said, look, your boyfriend is dating my friend, and he has a wife. And so then this is when instructor woman goes and says, oh, I know. I said, oh, so what we thought was the truth is the truth. And what happened? Akbar is the type of guy who he's in situationships with ladies where he's able to go and essentially tell them, hey, I have this woman here, have this woman here. I have a harem. He's not a pimp, but it's kind of like pimpish mentality of, y'all are my ladies. And we'll see that in the next episode. So now Nikki Baby's going at this woman's going at Nikki Baby saying, oh, you really don't want it with me. And Nikki Baby was like, oh, I really don't? And then Paris was looking like, no, you don't. She was like, you can actually fight. Look, I'm going to have to end this because I don't know what battery got in your back. Ends that. So now they're going to have to talk to Tiara the next episode. The next episode's going to be great. Love in hip-hop, Hollywood, this entire season has been lit. And speaking of lit, we have a new cast member and her mother. Lord, I'm going to call her Love Jr. and her mom Love Sr. because I forgot her first name, but I know their last names are Love. Now, Rockstar, because he's trying to figure out, all right, so the stuff with Lyrica didn't work out too well. Let me see what I can do. I'm still a producer, though, and there's this woman that I want to work with. Do you guys actually remember Cisco's girlfriend, or one of his girlfriends at the time, on the show of Love and Hip Hop? Cisco, apparently one of his girlfriends wants to pursue music. I think she's actually on, she might be on Wild 'N Out. So she's already a part of Viacom. So that's probably why it was so easy for her to come to Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. She wants to pursue music for real. I said, oh, so this is like your, who's the white female rapper called? What's her name? Something Hollywood? Angelica? Chanelica? Whatever that woman's name was. The one who's a rapper and she's from California and she had a really tough life and she was bigging herself up, but then she played herself, so then she was on the show the next season. Yeah, her. I guess we're going to do this storyline, except for now we're going to incorporate Rockstar into this, because Rockstar is definitely a character. He's definitely playing up this reality TV thing, and you can't tell me anything less. Rockstar is doing this whole mantra of, oh, that is what Rockstar is doing. I don't know if it's all him or if he's putting on for the cameras, but I'm entertained, so I don't care. So he meets with her. He's like, oh, I definitely want to have sex with her, in so many words. But then that doesn't go too well due to the mother coming right around the corner saying, look, here's how this goes. First of all, I have money. We have money. We've been working. I'm thinking, Mom, what do you do? Because the next thing I know, she pulls out 20 racks. 20 racks out of her bag. And she says, I'll give you 20 more once this is done. I looked at this like, what? Really? Where did that money come from? I said, if that's real. But Rockstar took it. He took it quickly and said, because they wanted to do a whole song. I mean, a whole EP. He said, no, 100,000 is more so like an EP. But his numbers kept changing because he was like, so that's like 7 songs. Originally, he was saying like 100,000. So she said 20,000 for a song. And he said, no, 40. We can start with the 20, and then you give me the other 20 when it's done. And she said, okay, bet. But what does this 40 give me? You get an actual hit. You get top 40 placement. I'm thinking, but when was the last time you had a top 40 song that we knew? And is it just general top 40, which is the main charts, or is it top 40 on one of the side charts? Even though hip hop is basically like a main chart. But where's she going to chart? I don't know. So he goes, and I know he ran and took that money to the bank, because next thing we know, she's in the studio without the mom. And I said, okay, cool. Nothing happened. And when I say nothing happened, nothing could happen. She sounded a mess. And I said, this better be a trick. This better be a trick. Because she's in there singing / rapping / talking / chanting. And Rockstar's gassing it up like it's the best thing since sliced bread. While I'm looking at her like, damn, she's so pretty. Come on. So then Rockstar said, don't worry. I know I'm gassing her up. I'm making her feel special, but those vocals are no bueno. They're nothing. Whatever he was saying in particular, it was funny. It really was funny. And so he tells her, okay, don't worry about it. You did amazing. You were awesome. Telling the camera, oh, this is trash. Oh, this is terrible. The Rockstar's hot sauce is gonna have to be sliced all over this. You know, once we get some EQ, some bass, a lot of auto-tune. I said, this song better be amazing, because $40,000 for one track is expensive, especially for an unknown artist. But so yeah, he was gassing her up by saying, oh, she sounds like no, I think so. He was saying something like Mariah Carey, something like Whitney Houston. I'm thinking the devil is a liar, and his name is Rockstar. Rockstar, why are you telling us some of these lies? Why? I understand why, but why? And she's eating it up. So now next week, we're going to see how the mom reacts to the track. From what I heard when they were playing the song in the outro going to commercial, so different. So I said, oh my God, Rockstar, you are a super producer, because you did that. From what I heard, you did that. From what I heard. But that's it. If there's anything else you want me to discuss, leave it in the comments below, and see you guys next time.